Where are we at?
Canyon Street Grill, West Yellowstone.
It has so much cheese on it, and I have no regrets.
Mine was good too. So we're at Baker's Hole Campground. Looks like we're going to stay here for the night. Possibly in Site 26.
Okay.
Looks like Site 26.
Okay.
We're enjoying the Gallatin National Forest. It's a nice little campsite though. There's a willow bush and some spruces or firs. Aslan has decided to settle in. Best camping dog. But yeah, the sites are big. Like, we're pretty far from our neighbors and from the road. I think we're probably going to go explore the area a little bit here in a little while and then come back and cook dinner. We ate a real late lunch at the diner, so... We're being fancy tonight. He's so good. He's so good. Alright, so we are in the Custer-Gallatin National Forest in pursuit of a geocache. But about a quarter of a mile, we should be at the geocache. Give or take. Found it. This one claims to be winter friendly, and I guess it probably is. I mean, I don't think that stump would be completely buried.
I've got lip gloss. It's bright pink. It has to be winter friendly. I feel like nothing can be on the ground. I don't know if we can get into this.
We did get into it. Took some pliers. It's a little rusty, but we're in. And it's signed.
We discovered that it is International Geocaching Day because we got a badge with our last vlog. He's also tired.
Looks like we go down this forest road a little ways more,
For number 3.
which is number 4.
That's why I put 4 fingers up
Gotcha.
instead of 3.
I'm with you. This is one of those tiny, tiny little micro, nano magnetic ones, right? And the sun is slowly getting towards setting. And the clouds are still pretty beautiful. It looks like they're all about a quarter of a mile from each other. Well, so far we found all of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like on to number 5/4.
Yes.
Gotcha. Pretty close, pretty close.
We're gonna go back here a little bit.
I think that's the airport way over there. I see some buildings.
Not terribly, but I feel like that's wrong. But there is a stump there also.
True. Oh, it's in a container? A container in a container? It's a beautiful airport. I find this offensive. It's a fence.
Good landing.
Alright.
Well, I guess let's try this creature. I haven't even looked at this.
Out in the woods to our right somewhere. Aslan is a really big fan of United ground squirrels, and looks like we're in a place for them.
I do not immediately see anything.
Some kind of creative geocache 90 feet over there.
Yeah, I'm really confused too because this person's log says found and open near the 2 left under a log piece near said 2. I don't even know if that was English.
It might make more sense when we're over there. Or maybe they had a stroke while they were typing that. Well, it's a cool open space though with the power line cut here. There's snow in this that picture. It's for sure.
That is 421 total.
Nice. Kind of getting the sense of where this fella hides his geocaches. Well, it's the last one. I think all in all, though, it was a really good geocache series for being right here next to town and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But we were still in the woods the whole time. Truly roughing it.
Hello.
How was the morning?
Mosquito-ish. I also look like I got in a fight with the fire.
We are heading out to a geocache. Our next stop will be on the other side of Grayling, Montana. So Earthquake Lake, Geologic area. The big August 17th of 1959 earthquake was a landslide dammed up the Madison River and created a new lake.
Today's August 17th.
By pure coincidence, the anniversary of that earthquake.
You will have an idea when you park. Might have to be stealthy if others happen to be around.
Huh. I wonder.
Somewhat unsurprisingly, the geocache does appear to be on the bottom of this. What a place, though. Well, Hebgen Lake sure is pretty. There's seagulls, mountains. The lake that tilted. Well, they're not supposed to do that. This is Grace Miller's cabin where it floated down and settled downstream. Right now it's really pretty here with Douglas firs and purple flowers in the lake. I think the geocache is probably around this tree here because there's some pretty heavy walkage in the grass. Sign down there says this used to be the road for the resort. Just sort of a kind of dirt path now. So Bobby Baker was a musician on her way to a gig in Montana when she was sleeping here at this lodge for the night. Then there was the earthquake. She was woken up and was awake for 6 hours and then still managed to go to Billings and perform the next day. So these ruins ahead are the bits of the lodge that sank into the lake. To the west, Highway 287 was damaged, and so everybody was trapped. Pretty incredible geologic event. It's kind of a neat little ghost town. This was the Hill Guard Resort.
Yeah.
So this series of geocaches, about like camp cabins from the U.S. Corps of Engineers that washed away when Earthquake Lake was formed. The first one is somewhere near here. Finding them geocaches like it's going out of style. It's a highly beautiful drive. Water level just rose up like 30 or 40 feet above where we are right now. So this whole valley filled with water. But today, 61 years later, it's just a beautiful little valley. Found the geocache. It's a shotgun shell with a bison tube in it.
The belly is the hardest part.
Uh-huh.
He gets close to it and he's like, too cold, too cold.
So those cabins were somewhere upstream. When the earthquake blocked off the river, they floated up, wandered around, floating in what is now the sky, until they cut the hole through the channel and drained the lake down a little bit. So this whole valley was flooded by an earthquake. Really weird. Where'd we end up?
The Campfire Lodge Resort Cafe.
Pretty cool. Those white posts behind you are Yellowstone National Park. We do live there. Right now we're just outside of there. Along the Gallatin Highway. And right there is our geocache.